Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the tarot, I'm going to use Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. There's the full box. And then if you want to see how they spell their name, there you go. There's a website here on the side, schifferbooks.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you were interested, of course. Supportive Oracle cards, spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. There are their full names if you want to search them out. On the back here are the websites. I see She Who Is Art usually sticks out to me. But that way, if you want to freeze frame and check that out, feel free to. And as usual, I put my dice away. I got new dice, but I'm going to use this one again. It's Amazon. I put my dice away. I have other dice. I have like a 13-sided dice, and I got like a... Anyway, I'm using this one for the dice. I use the D20 for the Major Arcana, which does omit the World and the Fool, but I make it work. I use the D4 to choose the Minor Arcana suit, and I use the D12 to choose which number card, which goes up to Knight, but still I make it work. Alright, I think we're good with that. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. And now, onto your reading. Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. So, that being said, what do we have for Virgo? Something seems very matter-of-fact already, just kind of like, well, that's how it is. It seems very much like, well, that's how it is, that's how it goes. Very matter-of-fact, which... I don't know where we're going with that just yet. Okay, so... That's how it is, that's how it goes, that's how it is. I keep getting that, like, over and over again. You got the contract card. So... what is the point of this reading going to be is the question. What is the point of this reading? Because you got a lot of earth coming in. There's a change going on. I feel like the contract is up. I don't know if you realized it was up, but it's kind of like the contract is up. Okay. Like the contract is up. It seems so weird because I don't feel like it's a literal contract, but it's almost like this is what this person was in my life. It's come to its fruition, and now it's moving on. It seems very matter-of-fact. Whatever this was, I feel like there used to be a better sense or better connection here. Maybe I believed more in this person. There was a bit of a random energy, which is ironic because I feel like it didn't really... That doesn't really match Virgo usually. Random doesn't really match Virgo typically. Virgo likes things to make sense, kind of like... Usually not the biggest on surprises, depending on what it is. Depending on what it is. Like, you surprise Virgo with a box of chocolates that they like, that's fine. But if you, like, surprise them with, like, a new car, that might not go over so well. Kind of like, well, who's paying for this car? Did you surprise me with this and then I'm supposed to pay for it? Or are you surprising me with this and you already bought it? This energy in the past is like, there's something where it was more exciting in the past before I really understood what it was. And again, I keep getting the contract is up, which I don't know if that means... I feel like maybe you see it for what it is now. Like, the contract is up. Like, it used to feel better about this. And I think I've looked at it so much, and I've looked at it in so many different ways. It's like, I can't see it the way I want to see it. I flat out just see it for what it is, if that makes sense. It's like, I can't do that anymore. I can't pretend it's this. I can't be hopeful for that. I can't, like, over-dramatize this for them. I can't... Like, I see it for what it is. It's like, there's this that's good, there's this that's not, and I see it for what it really is. I can't do the flavored creamer, if you will. I can't do it. And you've balanced it out very well. This seems to be very important to where you're going next, because you have seemed to have put something in proper perspective. You also seem to realize it has nothing to do with who you are. It's everything to do with who they are. The energy's good. It seems very matter of fact. It's partly, I feel like part of it's matter of fact in the sense of like, I've even let go of like, it's not like they are who they are. It's not about who I wanted them to be. It's not who I was hoping they were. I just simply see them for who they are. And I feel like this is changing the whole perspective. Like I'm moving in a different direction because of it. You've probably been working towards this for quite a while. Okay. Nothing really feels bad. Again, it still feels very matter of fact. You're thinking it's time to move on from this. Change your connection, change your point of view from this situation. This is kind of, I feel like this reading might be more of a like encouragement that you know what you're doing, you are right. And kind of like that emotional support. If this reading is hitting, I feel like you already know if it's hitting or not. It's like that support saying, yeah, you're going in the right direction. You're doing what you need to do. You're distancing yourself from something that is not working from you. And the situation itself is not going to change. And I feel like that's another reason that's kind of very matter of fact. Kind of like whoever this was has always been that way. And you can't not see it now. And you're not expecting anything other from it. And you're kind of like, yeah, now that I see it for what it is, that's what it always was. And I just don't feel like I shouldn't be expecting fish to fly. Even flying fish only fly for a second, and it's more of a show than anything else. Is there anything else I need to say? Because the time has come. The time has come. I'm getting that with the Eight of Pentacles for some reason. That one looks like a big clock on the wall, even though that's not what that is. It's a very interesting card in the sense of like, usually it's like putting the work in. It's kind of like there's been a lot of work here. It's like we're almost ready to go to the next final level. And I feel like that's where you are. It's not completely done, but it's kind of like I'm ready to go to the final level. I'm putting in the finishing touches. I feel like it's about how it's ending. So there is some type of struggle here of moving on, the energy just kind of moving on, some type of emotional bond where this other energy is trying to keep you locked into it. But I feel like the more it tries to keep you locked in, the more disconnected you feel. It's kind of like that's not working. Whatever they're trying to do to angle towards you to kind of manipulate you to stay in this situation, I'm getting the further it goes, it's not working anymore. Because you see it for what it is, and it's like all those games and manipulations, it just doesn't work. Because you're like, the person saying that, you don't believe in them. Okay, this is an interesting one. I wasn't expecting it to go this way, but I see like really good energy down there. Like how do we get over there is the good question. You've already kind of made up your mind. You're heading where you need to. You got victory of sorts coming in. I feel like the real victory here is like there's just something you're not putting up with anymore. It's taken a long time for you to get here, but it's kind of like you've made your mind up. You know what you need to do. You know what's right. Again, I keep getting that it has nothing to do with who you are as a person. It's just it feels like it's another person, whoever they are. It's just kind of you've just accepted who they actually are. What they're saying will not go well is to just blindly or just quietly walk away. I don't know about why blindly, but it flew out of my mouth. There you go. Don't quietly walk away. That's not going to serve you the most. You don't have to put like a big thing on it, but they're saying very like put in the information about why, but then just like it's almost like if I'm going to like send somebody a text like I'm done. I know who you are. I see you for who you are, and I'm just done. It feels like this is like I'm moving on from something. And to not put a lot of energy into it, make it very short and sweet, and just kind of like, hey, I'm done. Like, we're not doing this anymore. Instead of just quietly just disappearing without a word, they're saying, tell this person, but very short and sweet. And just, for example, if it was going to be by text, Um, Ironically, I think I've done this in my own life. I let them know, like, in the next couple days, I'm blocking your number. I'm done, but this is why we're done. And then if they sent a bunch of texts, which I don't remember if they did or not, it was years ago. I went through this. I just took my time responding, and when that time came on that I said I was blocking it, I did at that exact moment. I don't know what type of satisfaction I had from it, but I did. It's like, this is the day, this is the time. If that from that point on, I'm blocking it. We're done. I wasn't working. I think I left a job at that point too. I think that was part of it. But so giving a little information, but not putting a lot of energy into it. Being very careful with what you want to say, and then just making sure you're covering your bases. Don't say anything that's going to get you in trouble, obviously, but like keep it very short and simple. Like, I'm done. I'm no longer going to be contacting you. We're no longer going to be doing this. You can even block it right after that if you want. Just like, that's that, and I've shut it down. This is an interesting reading. The contract is up, is what I keep getting. You will have a weird energy afterwards. You're going to know that you did the right thing, is what I'm getting from this. What is this one? It's the third eye chakra, the sixth chakra. You're going to know you did what you were supposed to do. You're going to know you handled it best. It's going to bother you. It's like, I'm not going to be willing to turn around and go backwards, but there's going to be a little stress about it for some reason. There might be a little stress around it. That stress shouldn't last too long. If this reading is hitting, it's already hitting, is what I'm getting. If it's there, it's there. That energy, moving on from that energy, does open the door for other things to come in. So whatever this is that's leaving, it was not the quality that you need in your life. And I'm not looking at it like, like top quality, mid quality, low quality. I'm not looking at it like that. It's kind of like looking at it like, if you're a person that likes chocolate and you kept getting strawberries and you don't like the two of them together, this was a strawberry, it wasn't for you. You want something more chocolate, that's the quality you're looking for. I just have to equate it to food for whatever. It's like that type of quality. It's kind of like, if you're going to go with transportation, maybe you're a person that likes cars, somebody else is like more of an SUV person. It's just not your quality. That's not the quality experience you're looking for. It doesn't have to mean anybody's bad. I don't know. I'm not going to say anybody is or isn't, but I'm just getting like, this isn't matching your life. By letting this go, by removing this from your life, something that truly does match your life will come in. This is an interesting read, I have to be honest with you. It's very odd to me how it's coming in, because it's kind of like, it's very matter of fact. If this reading is hitting, it doesn't seem like it's all like, it doesn't seem like that at all. It seems just very kind of like, this is how it's going. But I also feel like one of the reasons this reading, if you're still hanging out for it, is coming in is because they're saying by giving it closure, by talking to it a little bit, not crazy, but just a little bit, however you see necessary, by actually causing that closure, by actually shutting that book with some communication, not a lot, just a little, it does make a profound difference in what comes in next. It helps you to like make peace with it and just shut it down. Like, it's done. It's done, and that's that. It helps you put that book on the shelf and lock it away in a trunk in the back of the attic. You know what I'm saying? It helps you put it really away. If you just quietly go away, I just feel like it haunts you a little bit more than it needs to, just to be fair. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.